entire Stevens Table team welcome, and thank you for taking time to learn more about this fresh style of prison ministry. My name is Tim Dempsey, and I've had the incredible pleasure of helping to develop the Stevens Table concept and working with some of the most passionate and insightful people I know in the field to implement this important social justice initiative. Since the 1980s, policymakers have pursued tough-on-crime legislation, fueling prison construction and filling our facilities to the brim. Today, with just 5% of the world's population, the United States is home to a quarter of the world's prisoners. That puts us first among nations in incarceration rates. We spend $69 billion a year to operate 2,000 state and federal facilities where more than 2 million people are doing time, and most will come home. Every year, in fact, more than 600,000 are released, and studies consistently find that about 2/3 are rearrested within 3 years. How they manage after prison has a great deal to do with what they do while they're in. In fact, research clearly demonstrates that prisoners should start planning for the release from the day they enter the system. Unfortunately, not more than lip service is given to this good advice, and few, if any, resources are allocated to helping out in this way. In truth, many programs are available to inmates only at the end of their terms, when their focus is on getting out and not gaining skills. By waiting to work with those that are just a few months from coming home, we miss the opportunity to help prisoners improve themselves and unintentionally contribute to the high failure rate after prison. Rather than wait for them to come knocking on our door in crisis, Stevens Table takes the initiative to seek them first, right from the start. We meet them in jail as soon as they have been sentenced and connect them with a team of trained volunteers at a church in their hometown. In this way, when they are moved from a local facility to a state or federal prison and are hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles away, they will have established an anchor in the community they came from, so that when they return home, they will have a support system in place to help them through the tricky transition. 5 to 7 volunteers at a Covenant church sponsoring 5 to 7 prisoners and their families. That's the Stevens Table model, built on relationships and not programs. Volunteers write them letters, hold them in prayer, visit them from time to time, remind them that they have not been forgotten, and help them use their time in prison to prepare for a new beginning when they come home. At the same time, they reach out to the families that are struggling to pick up the pieces and make ends meet. This is one of the most exciting volunteer initiatives in the world of crime and corrections today, one that uses common sense, human compassion, and religious communities to ignite hope in the hearts of prisoners and their families and to create a legitimate second chance for them when they come home. Even in our darkest hour, God never stops seeking us. A simple letter from you can represent that hope to a prisoner. In this video series, we'll introduce you to the world of crime and corrections while explaining how Stevens Table works and what is needed to become a Covenant church and to begin reaching out to prisoners and their families through a Stevens Table Yellow Ribbon Committee. Thank you for your interest in our mission of restoration, and God bless you for your work with prisoners and their families.